Hey everybody, welcome back to Weird West. I know I left on a bit of a cliffhanger. It was a cliffhanger for me too. I've been looking forward to seeing what this journey has to offer. Of note, we have no special abilities here. I feel like maybe after we do these initiation tests, we'll find that, but let's find out. We're in this room. There's eyeballs and barrels and platforms and this. Let's see what this says. Obey. Okay, I can do that. The realm of dreams welcomes you. She's pointing this way, so I'm gonna start here. Can we interact with any of these? No. Huh. Okay, so now nothing's happened. This is propped up. It's like a crib. Now she's pointing to this one. Okay, what else has popped up there? This? She's pointing here now. This is definitely one of the cooler journey openings that we've seen. Oh, hello. Cool. The person is gone too. So I'm curious. Do any of these ones that we didn't step on? No, they're just duds. Now, what's cool is she's still actually twisting, but I think it's gonna go back into that same sequence. Okay, let's obey. They said obey. Don't dilly-dally. Fair play. Your first vision awaits. Initiate. Oniris must have faith in what they see of the future, even when what they see appears impossible or terrifying. At times, your faith in the truth of these visions may feel blind, but it's not. It is as real as the stone beneath your feet. Trust. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm going. Oh, jeez. Do I... Okay. Yeah, okay. It's not just a straight line. Doesn't give us a lot to work with here. Let's go straight and hopefully... Okay, maybe we picked right. Maybe it would have connected over here anyways. Doesn't look like it. It's a really cool little shimmer effect that's going on there. Am I jumping this? Ha 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 ha. Funny. I'm not walking that whole thing again. Trust. Trust. I find jumping blindly in games is always a challenge. But okay, there's a lot of room to overshoot there. Okay. There we go. Initiate as it's our... Okay, I thought this was going to repeat the same thing. As Oniris, it's our charge to guide this world away from danger. This means when we see a future that causes suffering or death, we must do all in our power to stop it. To change the future, it may feel impossible, but it is not. Not as long as you remain tenacious in the face of darkening times. Tenacity. Okay. I'm going to follow her direction. This is taking me back here. Oh, there's another one at the end. You know they're just watching from above. Stupid initiate. She'll do whatever we say. And they're right. No arms. It's Great. You would be pointing this way. What about this little rib cage? That's cool. Okay, she's there, so I think we're good. The future calls to you. Initiate good, you've arrived. You may have noticed your neck. It's marked with a magic we do not understand. All we know is the mark, or the brand has marked you and marked the importance of the vision you're about to see. Now you'll see a glimpse of the world to come. Yet, remember, as an Onirist, we are not bound by time's march. We have a power few can claim, the power to change the future. Now dream well, Initiate, and when you're done, we shall call you kin.
From the dark a vision, and with it a memory. Something you've known all along but forgot. These folks here, they're immortal. Little girl, too. And with that thing, they're gonna destroy the West. More? All of creation. Your bones, they've never been colder.
I have no clue where this is going. How are we gonna wrap this all up?
So this is it. Home of the Onirists. Good thing you ain't still a moon gazer.
Are you well, Initiate? Your vision, did you see what I saw? The vision was clear that darkness was the end of all things and the Authority was responsible. Do you understand what this means? It means that if we do nothing, the Authority will destroy this world. Why would the Authority do this? The Authority is difficult to read. She's led us for generations. Immortal, they say. I don't pretend to understand her, but this vision I know. Or this much I know. Based on your vision, she will destroy the world if we do not stop her. How do you avoid this fate? It's our charge as Onirist to steer life away from ill futures. As dire as your vision was, we can still change it. And I have no doubt that brand in your neck has marked you as the one to do it. But we don't know enough. If we had a personal object of the Authorities, we could use it to anchor our visions and discover her plan. In your vision, did you see it in the Authorities' hand, a stone doll? Initiate, I think I know the weathered stone doll in her hand. The Authority keeps it in her chambers. If you can retrieve that stone doll, we must use it as a dream anchor. We must learn what the Authority has planned. The future rests on a knife's edge. How do you know the vision is authentic? Our visions do not lie. As I said, what we see is sometimes disturbing, but I was not expecting a vision with quite so much venom.
Need to know what the Authority's planning.
It's just like Scientology.
Like an object of hers to anchor your vision. Sounds like that stone doll's a ticket.
Yes, it certainly does. So we've got our Heathens box. Still no abilities. Very curious. Looks like we've read that previously. In our travels. Little hammer. It's better than nothing. Kin, stay back. Inside there's a wraith. The Authority sent 2 of our strongest, but they've not returned. I hope they come back safely. I would not enter if you value your life. I do. Thanks. So let's check this other area first. Oh, Anais is back. The passenger. Here we are, the last of the 5. If I could feel anything, you might call it anticipation. So she seems to know the trajectory that we're on. Oh, the Authority? You don't remember, of course. One of my many guises. You pick up a few after 4,000 years. Huh. And all this business with the brand. You and I know what the mark's for. Let's not tell Edith about it. Or do. What do I care? Oh, I'm blabbering. Here are your scarlet robes, the garment of the newly initiated. Some supplies as well. You've earned them, or the body you're in did in any case. I trust you had a good vision. How'd you become the Authority? Easy. When every generation of Onirist dies around you, they start to see you as something of a leader. Hardly matters now. I've been waiting a long time for this moment. What about the vision? You've wanted to know about the experiment. Well, that vision, it's a part of it. You're the one who wanted to try and stop the end of all things. Now we get to see if you can. Cool. Yeah, and I mean, it makes sense. She's just immortal. They're gonna be like, yeah, obviously you have some type of power. Alchemy workshop. Okay. So I assume what I'm trying to do here is find a weapon or some type of something that I could use to fight a wraith. Powder pouch. Is that just junk? Yeah. Oh, look, hold on. Now all of a sudden I've got guns. Okay. I'll take that, I guess. That's good. Do I have powers? Yes. Okay. Summon wisps. Call forth 3 lightning wisps to protect yourself from nearby enemies. Shift, teleport 8 meters forward and stun any enemies in the arrival location. How dishonored. Spirit Ward, create a magical shield that absorbs projectiles, converts them into health for 8 seconds. That's going to be crucial. An astral projection, become invisible, manifest an illusory double, which draws enemies' attention away from yourself for 8 seconds. Okay, cool. And then all the weapons are the same. What is this? Nothing. Greenhouse. Okay, so these are just directions. Okay, that's to go up, so let's hold off on that for a second. Penitentiary, yeah. Are they gonna think that it's sus that I'm roaming these areas? Huh. Can anyone see me here? I hope not, because I'm stealing this. Need a lockpick or a cell key. And there is a letter back there. Seems like it could be important. Armaments. Yeah. Hook me up. That'll do. Ooh. We never got this kind of thing at the beginning of a journey where we just got to pick up all of these weapons. I guess so far, no weapons, just a lot of ammo. Oh, here we go. There's a rifle in the cabinet. Little flashbang. Yes. Now we're talking. Okay, so I do want to try and find... I guess we could use the lockpicks now. Let's do it. Sybil's note. Home again, my visions are stronger here. In all of them, only one outcome, death. They do not wish to kill me. They wish to call me kin, welcome me back. But they see it, as do I. If they set me free, I will not stop in my ambitions. I cannot, and so my death, it comes for me. What's this? Oh, hello. I didn't even notice that. We could spend this now. I feel like I'm less likely to use that, because battle's already pretty mayhemic. So I'm gonna wait until I can get a second one. Boom. I'll take it. Hold on, is there another one? This is all stealing, right? I think so. Oh, it's Anais here. Okay, let's take the Spirit Ward. The true horror, of course, is the way in which the Drogad used our sacred spirits for their own purposes, drawing energy from the dream realms, even to whole spirits and their very essences. Trapped within the unholy artifacts, these spirits were forced into eternal torment And while we have freed those we can, some still remain that we cannot safely release. Be wary when excavating ancient ruins. These trapped spirits are angry and will enact their vengeance upon the unwary. Ooh, there's some stuff in here I wouldn't mind. Like, everything's in red. So I wonder if I need to try and somehow get these people out of here. They don't look to be moving very much. Coven fruit. But like, again, I'm dressed as them. Oh, they're leaving. Okay. I don't know, maybe I'm not stealing. Okay. Okay. Ruth's experiments continue to escalate. Soon she'll begin to cause complications to our goals beyond our ability to easily contain them. I must formally request an astral gate be directed to focus upon Dread Slough. This is where the pigmen are from, I think. To allow us to monitor her activities more closely until we are finished dealing with the absolutionist threat. Grackle. The vision has come to pass as expected. Much of the town decimated, but beginning to recover. The bounty hunter is proceeding just as the spirits foretold. All goes according to the authorities' plans. Okay, so these little things are walking kind of through our journey. The offshoot of the dreaming tree lost to us when Ruth took canker still lives, but she has perverted it somehow. Until it and its roots are destroyed, she'll be able to continue drawing power from them to fuel her workings. If the pigman we foresaw does not take care of the matter, we may have to intervene quickly. The Shard of the Ancients. It was the power of the dreaming tree that we sensed below the sands as we made our journey to Somnolence. Or Somnolence? But it was the shard we found in the ruins that granted us access to the ancient magics. The Gelsenic runes, lost to time, were here laid out and identified, and though the translation was the work of many dreamings, we were able to decipher their meanings. We now know the Somnolence is but one of many Gelsenic sites beneath the soil of the West, and with the knowledge of their language unlocked, the ancient secrets will soon be laid bare. Little ectoplasm. Excellent. Sleeping quarters. Looking for something, anything useful. Foolhardy waste of resources. Initiate. While I commend your initiative in using your studies creatively, I must unequivocally condemn the waste of time and magical energy that went into creating this slapping amulet. I know perfectly well what you made it for, and it was foolish from beginning to end. I must forbid you from making any further contact with the heathen. That individual is a force of sheer chaos and not to be trifled with, especially by one as inexperienced as you. If this amulet somehow did allow you to win whatever foolish game she proposed, remember that game we run into where she's like, try slapping me? You take your life in your hands by consorting with her. Your time and energy would be better spent attending to your studies and preparing your initiations. Okay, so there is a slapping amulet somewhere. Is that what I'm picking up on? I would think it might have been in the nightstand that note was on, but incorrect. I'm very curious. The authorities' quarters. Uh-oh. I need 3 lockpicks. Which I've used. Man. Why would I have done such a thing? This'll do. Who needs lockpicks when you can swim? Amulet of the Open Palm. That's got to be the slap. Your slap speed significantly increased. Okay, I have to wear that all the time, because we never know we're going to run into her. Disciples report the fighting pit. As requested, I've completed a more thorough survey of the so-called fighting pit, and especially the Gelsinic monoliths that surround it. As we suspected, the monoliths are soul vessels containing the largest and most powerful spirits I've ever seen enslaved in this vile practice. I can also confirm that the so-called leader of the pit, known as Pain, is not who he appears to be. I recommend extreme caution with the area moving forward, but extreme caution with the area moving forward, but agree with this assessment that something must be done. Such power cannot remain in the hands of an unknown. Trouble with the initiates. Authority. This amulet was discovered among initiate Dewberry's things. Dewberry, is that like a Easter egg for something? Who's Dewberry? While I admit to some private admiration of the girl's initiative and creativity, I'm concerned. The amulet was clearly designed for a particular sort of game proposed by a particular individual, referring to the heathen. Your associate is clearly still able to make contact with our vulnerable young mind. So the heathen and the authority, okay, which I've said before is dangerous for those adepts who still chafe under the temple's discipline. Simply give the order and I shall forbid any of them from leaving Somnolence until further notice. I await your wisdom on the matter. Wendigo. Our dreams confirm that we've learned from observing the Lost Fire Nation. A corrupted spirit has taken root somewhere in the northern reaches of the west. Visions are unclear on whether we'll be needed to intervene, but the authority counsels patience for now. Ancient Journal. But why should it be so strange to see the passenger's spirit within the body of the bounty hunter? Both of them failed their children. The body of the pigman. Oh, we selected him for his suffering, but how I wanted to see the passenger suffer in turn, if only for a moment. So this is talking about how there's correlations between the passenger and each of the bodies that they took. Both of them failed. So the passenger failed their children. They wanted the passenger to suffer. Taking the role of the protector among the natives, and perhaps I simply wanted to believe the passenger could fill such a role. Protect us, protect this world. So much hangs in the balance. The marked wolf was an appropriate vessel, as the choice concerning the blood moon saw to the fate of the faith, so too will all these choices see to the fate of the world in the end. You worry too much. Of course it'll work. Wasn't I there with you, helping you dig out your little temples and wake up your little trees? Sure, I got bored mid-project and wandered off into the wilderness, but you've got it under control. You always were too serious for your own good. Learn to live a little. Just a bit longer. One way or another, it'll all be over with. I think I fit in kind of nice here. We've read that. These undreaming ones who call themselves Carrier and Co. settle in more fully by the day. Unlike their fellows, they seem to be more than mere scavengers, scientists, and researchers, in their own petty, stumbling way. Without the runecraft of the temple, they have little hope of learning anything dangerous within the ruins before they inevitably trigger some trap and are killed. Still, they must be watched, if only so that we may collect whatever meager knowledge they manage to glean. That one's been read as well. It never dies. Here's the stone doll. Bring the stone doll to Edith. So Edith is close. Meditation pod. How many ace of spades do we have? One? Okay. These are not that good. Okay. So we're not going to leave through there. Let's go to that section where the Wraith was. Where she was, like, warning us. Just see if we've been in here yet. Whoa. Astral... Oh, look at this. We can go to any of these areas. Oh, that's cool. Oleander Temple, Blood Moon Temple. Okay, that explains why sometimes when we would leave and come back, there was a whole bunch of new initiates there. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make a ton of sense. Okay. Wish me luck in here. Maybe we start with a little lightning in a bottle. Oh, she's strong. Whoa! I think I got her. We're in 100 rats. Can you believe that I'm almost full up in my inventory already? I sure can. Something's... There's like a... There's an animal stuck here or something. I think that's what that alert sound is. Oh. Are you alive? Agnes Hawthorne, initiate a perfect time to have earned your scarlet robe. Wraith killed our kin, nearly sent me across the seas. Need medicine. Didn't have a bandage. That's a bit better. My breath is coming back to me. I owe you my life, kin. Perhaps we should stay close. You being newly initiated, stronger in pairs. What do you say? Yeah, sure. Cool. Okay, so let me give you something decent. You can take that. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so we have a follower. Now, I'm wondering if we can go back and get our other followers like in previous journeys. Because they always have so much amazing gear, too. I'm sure she'll figure out a way out of there. Do I feel tiredness in my bones? Yes. I'm old. Oh. The stone doll, you have it. Let's take a look. Such an ancient thing. Why keep it for so long, I wonder? If we're to learn of the authorities' plans, this will be as good a dream anchor as any. Let's begin. Trigger second vision below the dreaming tree.